just did. It's a commercial job. I had to put the blocks and the brick in. I'm going to show you how I did it. Now this is a window opening that we're going to block up. And it's so loud in there, it's going to be like a silent movie. So I'm going to show you how we do it, a job like that. Door wall in here. You see the door wall? Right, I'm just sponging it off. It hides the holes, and then I'm not scraping my knuckles on anything when I'm laying my brick. Now here it is. This is like an industrial job, so they're not crazy worried about it. But here's what the problem is. Right here, this brick that we got is not the same size as that brick. They don't make it anymore. So to break that up, I figured I'd do a roll lock. Like this going across, just to break that up. And then when I go on top, you're not going to see that difference. Alright, I'm putting my bottom course in. I got to do a little bigger joints because these bricks are a little smaller, which that's all we could do. But when you know that, there's a rock in here. Laying them like that. So now we're just going straight up with our... to make a little design in there. We had to do something with it. We didn't know what to do, so we're guessing as we go. Going right even with this joint. I made a mark going all the way up, so following that. And then I just put my line across. So now I'm just going right across here with brickwork. I got everything laid out the way I want it to go. So now I'm just putting it in. So right now we're looking at the wall ties. You see the wall ties they put in? And you're going to ask me, Mike, how'd you know exactly what height them wall ties went in? Well, it was all dumb luck. This wire is door wall, and I'm going to put that in a brick. I'm going to cut it with my cutters. So if you wanted to tie it into the wall that way, you could also do that for a little more insurance. So we're putting these brick in here now. First I want to get it in there. Pretty good. Then I want to fill this brick in. Fill that hole in so no water gets in there. You gotta slide it up in here like this. Get it in there. And then we just with our slicker get it in like that best we can. That's it. And I'm just using my joiner, just joint them up. Then we kind of brush it off. Alright, if you come back the next day, you can just get the wire brush like this, go over it, and all that film and all that stuff will come right off of it. If you wait, you're going to end up using acid. I'm going to talk a little bit about that video. I did that job about 6-7 years ago. I didn't really think it was that good to put on YouTube, but now I'm putting everything on. But that building was built in 1972, and we had to block the window in. And if you notice, the brick we're using, you couldn't get that brick anymore. And that's what's usually wrong with brickwork, is you use a style of brick, 5 years later you'll never be able to get anything close to that brick. So you got to find something close, and it's usually an odd size. So what I did was I went around the sides and made like an ornament thing and blended it into the rest of the wall. I like to clean it the very next day, and then I don't have to use acid. But I did a whole video on called wall ties, wall anchors, and brick bonding, and I showed you all the different systems like I got right here that you would use for that. Now that it's actually, they don't even use wall ties like this anymore. It's against cold, because what happens is anytime you put metal and brick or block or concrete together, it's going to rot away. Moisture, especially where I live in Pennsylvania, you might get a lot longer out of it if you have a roof over it, and you'll get a lot longer out of it if you're living in Arizona. But around here, metal doesn't last. They came out with all different type of things. It lasts longer, but sooner or later it's going to fall apart. Now, as you notice, that was an indented, so I couldn't bring the brick out. And some people would say, we got to tooth it out. Well, there was no reason to tooth it out. But if you do tooth it out and you have to match it, the brick wouldn't have matched anyway. So you got to get creative with these kind of jobs. And I did another video called Relaying Brick and Matching Cement Colors. If you ever seen someone goes and they put a window in or something, and it looks like a big blinker because the cement is all bright and all the other cement is darker. So what you got to do is, you have to, if you can't match it with the cement that you're making, you got to get a little paintbrush like I did in this video, and then you got to go over the joints and match them to the rest of the building, if that's what you have to do. It makes a lot better job. Thanks for watching. I'm Mike Haduck. Until next time.